better and better, and certainly was the best it had been all season Saturday. What was it like out there on Saturday night?
It was fun. It's always, our game plan is always going to be unique, and it's going to be fun with, Brett and I, and then, just us as an offense as a whole. We knew in the last couple of weeks we've been running the ball really well, so we knew we were going to have some opportunities to go out there and be able to put the ball in the air and be able to exploit some things that we've seen on film from Utah State. And, it just felt good, I think, as a whole offense to go out there and put up 40 points. So that was fun, and it's something for us to build on.
Seems like you guys, at least publicly, have been handling the situation as well as you could. Brett did say after the game that it wasn't maybe easy at first. So what was it like at first, and trying to get your feet under you and try to get what this thing is all about?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. I mean, two competitive quarterbacks going out there. One of us wanted to be the guy, but I feel like we had to embrace it. And, Brett and I, we feed off one another. He's out there. I'm trying to be his biggest fan, and when I'm out there, I feel like the same is coming from him. And we're a team, and so we're trying to help one another. He's coming off the field. I'm trying to give him feedback, and same for him.
In the beginning, it kind of started where Brett was having trouble, so you came in, kind of try to clean up some stuff. Mm-hmm. Now Brett has success. Has it changed anything at all? Do you come in, when you come off the sideline, Brett has that kind of success? Do you go, should we take him out? He's into a rhythm, or I'm going to go in there and I got to be better than him now?
No, I definitely don't have that type of mindset. If Brett is in there and the coaches come to me and say, go in there, I'll be like, I'll be happy to tell them, keep Brett in there. He's in the rhythm. Let him keep going. Because I know if it was me, I would want, that type of thing. So, I don't have that type of, mindset of, wanting to go in there to try to be better or, do better things than what Brett's doing. Like I said, we're a team, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help us as an offense, and as a team. That's the complete goal for us to be successful.
I think you said a couple weeks ago that when they recruited you, they told you this would kind of be your role. But
yeah.
I mean, when you have the two-time All Mountain West quarterback coming back, I mean, no one expected him to get hurt or have some of the struggles he did. Realistically, did you expect to have this big of an impact coming in? I mean, you probably felt maybe you could, but realistically, did you think it was going to be possible to do what you've done here?
I just came into it with the mindset of being humble. I knew I had to be patient. Things just happen, and you got to be ready for when your number's called. So when things had going on in the past, with my preparation with Coach Hill and Coach Harsin, and just studying in the summer, I knew that when the opportunity came, and I was going to be ready for it.
How much fun are you having? And you look at your old school struggling the way they are, and you've already got 6 wins this year, and I think you had 8 in your previous time there.
Yeah.
And I mean, just you have to be feeling pretty good with your decision and how it's all playing out.
I do. I feel really good with it. With my whole process, what I was going for and what I was looking for, the whole coming here at Boise has been nothing but success, and it's turned out well. Exactly what my plan was, to find a school to get back to the success and winning ways. And I was talking to some of the coaches here and some of the players. They were asking about the the wins at my old school, and I told them, we win a couple more here. I think I'll tie my career, win. So, it's been fun, and being able to be in a locker room with those guys, they made it easy for me to transition to be here and have success and be, a leader amongst one of those guys that we have on the team already.
Well, what is it like, the winning culture, the winning attitude around here for you? And we joke about it, but you win as few games you did the last few years. I don't know if mentally that was tough to push forward, but when you come here on a week expecting to win every week, I kind of expect it's a different feeling for you.
Definitely. Going in knowing that everyone's going to give you their best shot, instead of being on the other hand a little bit, it feels good. It feels good to get back to those, those winning ways and being out there having fun. And, I was talking to my family a little bit, they were just telling me, if you're back to yourself, out there having fun, having enthusiasm out there on the field, and, just bouncing around. So, it feels good to get back to those, those times, and, I just want to continue to build on it.
What's it like when you're on the sideline? It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of rhyme or reason maybe when you come into the game. How much warning do you get when it's your time to go in?
All week in our game preparation, there are certain situations where I know that my number is going to be called. So I know when they come up in the game, I'm counting on going into the game and running specific plays like that. So I'm standing there the whole time next to our personnel guy, and when certain things are called, I go into the game.
Has there been some confusion there? I mean, it seems like that's been a process too. I mean, it looked like during Wyoming, especially when you guys were shuttling in and out, maybe there's a little bit of that. But is that getting better? But what's it been like with sometimes, like you said, sometimes you don't know when you're going to go in.
Yeah, you don't. It just all just depends on whenever Coach Hill or Coach Harsin calls in certain groups. But I know in the Wyoming game we was definitely doing a little bit in and out more than usual. But you just got to be ready. I feel like in our coaching staff, they trust both of us to go out there and compete. And run the game plan and run the offense. So no matter who's in there, I feel like they trust whoever's in there, and we both can execute it.
Whether it be the practice field or the game field, what stands out to you about Octavius Evans?
He's the same no matter where we are. Practice field, he's the same guy. He's been humble since he's got here. Hard worker. He's one of those guys that's always staying after practice. 10, 15 minutes, getting the extra work in, and it's paying off. This last game, I feel like that's not going to do anything but build confidence for him. Him and Cartrell as well. Another young guy. They were able to get touches and be able to make some explosive plays. So I know for those guys, when I was in their position, it did nothing but give me confidence.
When you look at beyond a 4-game winning streak, you're back home, you're playing a team that's 1-7. How do you guys, not look past them with obviously a big game next week? And how do you, as a leader of this team, try to make sure guys are focused? Because every one game now could kind of be a difference.
That's exactly how we're going to this game. Starting today with practice, not letting anything slip. We feel like this could be one of those games where it could be a trap game. Looking at records or how they've been doing the season and just how we've been playing the last couple of weeks. It could be one of those games where at the end we'd be like what just happened, and we're not trying to have that feeling. We have an ultimate goal here, and we're not trying to let anything slip.
Have you been briefed on the Boise State Nevada rivalry at all? Or?
Coach Harsin kind of talked about it Sunday in our team meeting, but I don't really know much about it.
What is it? It's interesting. Boise State always had built-in rivals like them in Idaho, and don't really have them every year now. So, what do you consider a rival here? What does the team consider a rival here?
Like what school?
Yeah.
I think Wyoming. Is considered one. Yeah. I knew that coming into it because I remember the game from last year, and then BYU, and I think Washington State just for a little bit for the the series that they had with those guys. But Wyoming, I know that was a big one that we emphasized that weekend. This one as well.
With Jake Rowe, what has impressed you about him? Work with him, and he's been super productive this year.
Jake Rowe, he's a great guy. He's a great player. I think a lot of teams underestimate him. He's one of those finesse guys. He get out there and he's making guys miss, and he was like, how is he making guys miss? But he does it in practice. So when he gets out there on the field and he's doing it, it's not a surprise to any of us. Jake Rowe, he goes in the game, ready to go every time. He does a lot of moving around. He does a lot of things for us, blocking, getting out, catching screens, and catching deep passes. So. Jake Rowe's one of those guys we feel like we can utilize a lot in our offense. What's
with you quarterbacks, saying he's a finesse guy, and Brett said he's super sneaky, and that kind of compliments, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a compliment. He's definitely one of those like sneaky finesse type of players, and we're glad to have him on our team. Let's say that.